Hi everyone, welcome to today's video. I'm Bon and I'm going to be the creator of this group, the Creative Industry Business Group, run by the Pratt's Learning Groups. So I've come to create this group, and in this video I'll be sharing what we expect in the group and how our group will work, as well as some of the books that I would want to share with everyone watching this video that we will have to read in order to increase our level in this group. So, an overview on this group. So the Creative Industry Business Group is a group talking about business. So since I'm from the business group, I'm taking inspiration from the system there and implementing a system where we'll have like a business model / report where we'll have to write it and then implement it possibly in real life so that we can gain practical experience. So the industry overview on the creative industry. So in my opinion, and based on my research, it's a really high risk and high reward, or maybe sometimes both, as an industry. So its risks are that it is high in competition. Secondly, it's really dependable on trends, customer psychology, as well as market prices. So let me explain this. For example, there was like this matcha trend where everyone started drinking matcha. So for example, in the creative industry, it could be, let's say, an animation trend, for example. So people will try and recreate this trend, and a lot of products around these businesses will like circle around these trends, meaning that it's really dependable if like a business does well not on these trends. Secondly, customer psychology, because some people are affected by trends, some are not. Some people want product A, some people want product B, and it's sometimes really hard to manage everything while we have to run a business. And lastly, it's market prices. Let's say a commercial product, if it was in a central area, of course it would definitely be more like expensive compared to rural areas or like areas that are far from the city, because in the center of the city the demand is higher, hence the prices go up. Now, the rewards of this industry is that succession equals enormous wealth. Take for example YouTube, TikTok, and many other video games and other platforms. YouTube has been rich making profit based off advertising and giving out ads to people who like pay them for it, meaning that they expand and have a lot of exposure through multiple jobs and careers, and give us a system of like recommendation on what we need to watch to expand ourselves, or maybe for entertainment, which is why this industry is so rewarding. Now, in both, we have to understand that a lot of these profits that we make are made in projects, or as in a lot of like periods, because let's say an animation project, we have to make it in like a project so that we get paid for each project, not that we get paid like a salary. We get paid for how well we did on the project. So that is an overview on the industry. To my next part, the group overview. So, taking inspiration from the business group, I've devised a plan. So this plan, I've created 3 months of our progress on how we will make progression in the group, and how it will like speed up like our graphs and like our background as well as our basis for this group. So we'll all cover all the things relating to our business model, as in how our business will work, how it will change, how it will like adapt to ideas such as risk, uncertainty, etc. So there's market, and then how we manage our business, including operational, financial, and technical difficulties, and then we'll have to learn external and internal skills. These including but not limited to organization skills, communication skills, presentational skills, and so many more. Because in order to run a business effectively, we will need all these skills. Now, how does our group differ from the business group? Our group focuses primarily on the creative industry, meaning that it only covers the 42 jobs in the industry. So instead of like having a lot of like commercial products and stuff, we only cover the 42 industries and the sub jobs and sub careers within it. Now, let's say with our industry overview and a group overview, what individual advantages can you have in joining our group? Firstly, you understand how to run a business, specifically in one of the most growing and like large industries in the market right now. Secondly, you have understanding on how to run your own business, so that this time, or like let's say a lot of years to go ahead, you have experience and understanding on how to create these reports, models, and portfolios in order to further expand your journey into becoming a successful person. Thirdly, you will learn external and internal skills, meaning that you as a person and I will accompany this journey together, so that we'll learn new skills, new abilities, and have new understandings on how the world works, how the business functions, and how we can adapt ourselves to the creative industry. Lastly, we can understand the many ways to profit, make revenue, and the mathematical proportions to this industry. Now, here are the books that I would want to introduce in order to raise our members' understanding before joining the group. Firstly, that is Non-BS Innovation, which is this book. Secondly, is the Founders book, which underlines how each person, as in founders, created their own business and rose to the success that they have today. Thirdly, that is the Psychology book, in order to understand our customer psychology as well as how they act, respond to trends and stuff. Next is Heads Up Money, in order to understand how money works, how cash flow works, and how generally financially, like finance works. Second to last is How to Start Your Business. So this should be the basis of your reading, since without this book, there will be like a really like tiny amount of understanding missing, as it shows us a lot of things. For example, here, building customer relationships. It teaches us a lot of things, from customer relationships to business relations with, let's say, providers and like, yeah. Lastly is the Economics book, to understand how the market works, since understanding the market is a crucial aspect of running a business. So, that is all for my overview of my group. If you think you're up for the job, please join our group at as soon as possible. So, thank you for listening to this video. Have a nice day. Bye.